excellent start. And once again, Norris Farrow wins the sprint to the first corner. Paul Lytton behind him. Clem Williams is up there with Robert Holden. Norris Farrow, Robert Holden in second, so a better start than he had in the initial start. 8 laps left. Farrow, Holden in Freeth. Roger Freeth didn't get as good a start as he had the first time. Robert Holden in front, Norris Farrow second. Freeth third now, in fourth. And Clem Williams was up there in 5th place. Now, he thought that he could finish in 5th or 6th place on the production bike today, and that would make it worth his while bringing it here. Norris Farrow into the corner. Robert Holden already pulling out a lead. Freeth third. Robbie Dean up there with Clem Williams. The two of them on production bikes having a good race.
That should be a good dice, Tony. These two guys, when they get together, are incredible. Every which way but loose.
Freeth in front of Farrow. So Robert Holden, Roger Freeth, Norris Farrow. The Macintosh frame Suzuki splitting up the two Steve Roberts frame Suzuki. Robert Holden doing it very, very comfortably, but starting to pull away as sure as anything. Roger Freeth behind him. Norris Farrow still third. Let's look back at the gap between third and fourth. Paul Lytton in 4th place now. Clem Williams right behind him. Robbie Dean in 7th. So that's 1st and 2nd. Robert Holden and Roger Freeth. Norris Farrow just coming into your picture. That's Farrow 3rd. Robert Holden still leading from Roger Freeth. Roger Freeth really starting to pull up on him now. Initially, Robert Holden got away because Roger Freeth didn't get a good start. But Roger Freeth starting to catch him now.
Roger is extremely good under brakes, Tony. You can see most of the ground he makes up is under brakes.
Paul Lytton 4th. Clem Williams behind him. Roger Freeth in front of Robert Holden at the end of the straight. Norris Farrow still 3rd. Paul Lytton 4th. Clem Williams 5th. Norris Farrow not getting into that corner anywhere near as quickly as Robert Holden or Roger Freeth. Now, in terms of points, Robert Holden can afford to sit behind Roger Freeth all day if necessary. It would only be his pride as a racer that would put him in front of Roger Freeth. He certainly doesn't need to beat him. If he can stay second, he's still going to win handsomely on points. Roger Freeth away in the lead now. Robert Holden. Norris Farrow still 3rd. Robert Holden slowing just a little, I think.
Well, the rumour was that going around the pit area that Robert had problems with his clutch, but I spoke to him and he assured me that the clutch has been totally overhauled, which means basically pulling it all apart and putting new springs and so forth in there. So I don't think there's a problem with the clutch.
Well, Roger Freeth is certainly going very, very well indeed. This more wide-open circuit suits his Macintosh frame Suzuki a little better. Despite the 998 up there, believe me, it's 11:35. Entered as a 1000cc bike, as they all were, not wanting to give anything away to the others, but they're all 11:35, the front three. So Roger Freeth having an excellent day. He's had a little bit of bad luck in the series. He's 2nd overall on points. Now Norris Farrow is in front of Robert Holden. Robert Holden has a problem. He has slowed down considerably. Looking down at the bike now, I suspected by the way he was slowing so quickly that there was some kind of problem. Paul Lytton passed him now in 3rd place. Clem Williams 4th.
I would I'd say Robert will be pulling out very shortly. He may try and run the race to get enough points, because he only needs to finish about 5th, I believe, to secure the series. However, we've got a couple of laps to go, and whether his bike is actually going to try and run it to the ground, I don't know.
Difficult to know if it's a problem that can be fixed before the second and third legs of the race.
Could be running on 2 cylinders.
This Lothar Spiegler going past him now. Shinji Yatsushiro approaching him to go past. Robert Holden's going to continue to circulate to the end of the race by the look of it. Meanwhile, it is Roger Freeth, the race leader, by a good margin now from Norris Farrow. Well, it's a good change of luck for Roger Freeth. We really must say that he is a trier, Roger Freeth. He never gives up. Even when his own bike was US at Manfield, he borrowed one of his old bikes that he'd sold to somebody else and leased it back for the race just to finish in the points. And then at Wanganui, he went from 5th place on points up to 2nd. He is still 2nd behind Robert Holden. And this won't do his chances any harm at all, because Robert Holden looks like finishing down the line. The wider circuit suiting Roger Freeth. He was in good spirits this morning. In very good humour.
There's Norris Farrow coming out onto the main straight, followed closely by Paul Eden and Glenn Williams involved in the ice there.
What an amazing contrast. That's the checkered flag for Roger Freeth. Norris Farrow 2nd, Paul Eden 3rd, Glenn Williams 4th. Now that's an interesting contrast. The 2 bikes in your picture, Paul Eden on the Grand Prix bike and Glenn Williams on the production bike, the Bike Clinic GPZ 900. That's an amazing finish, 4th place. At Wanganui, he had 3 thirds on a production bike, which was much more explainable or understandable because the circuit is so short. But to come out today on a production bike at Gracefield and finish 4th, that's a superb performance and an indication of the sheer abilities.